Have you ever wondered about the mysterious genetic lineage transformation in Europe 4,000 to 5,000 years ago? Let's dive into this fascinating genetic enigma. The University of Adelaide in Australia recently conducted an intriguing study that stumbled upon a profound change in Europe's genetic lineage. This discovery left scientists scratching their heads. How did it happen? Why did it happen? Researchers were carrying out tests on skeletons that are roughly 7,500 years old. These ancient bones, found deep in the heart of central Germany, were the key to unlocking a detailed genetic history of modern Europe. The true surprise came when they discovered that the genetic markers of the first pan-European culture, a culture that had been thriving, were abruptly replaced around 4,500 years ago. As study co-author Alan Cooper puts it, what is intriguing is that the genetic markers of this first pan-European culture, which was clearly very successful, were then suddenly replaced around 4,500 years ago, and we don't know why. So, where does the story of Europe's first farmers begin? Well, let's venture back some 7,500 years to a time when the first seeds of agriculture were sown in the fertile lands of Turkey. These early farmers, pioneers in their own right, embarked on a journey that would forever change the course of human history. They packed up their knowledge of cultivation, their seeds, their livestock, and took a step towards the unknown, setting their sights on the lands that lay to the west. As they migrated across continents, they didn't just carry tangible goods. They carried with them a genetic blueprint that would ultimately shape the future of Europe. This was a journey of not just miles, but millennia, a genetic odyssey that would culminate in what is now known as Central Europe, specifically Germany. This was a crucial chapter in the genetic history of Europe. These Turkish farmers, through their journey and settlement, effectively planted the seeds of the genetic lineage that would grow and flourish in Central Europe. Their DNA, their traits, their characteristics were passed on from generation to generation, creating a unique genetic tapestry that was distinctly European. The researchers at the University of Adelaide were able to unravel this tale by sequencing the mitochondrial genomes from the skeletons of these early farmers. This process, akin to reading the chapters of a history book written in the language of DNA, revealed the genetic journey that started in Turkey and ended in Germany. But like any good story, this one too has its twists and turns. While the first farmers were successful in spreading their genetic lineage across Europe, something mysterious occurred around 4,000 to 5,000 years ago. The genetic markers of these early farmers, which had been so prevalent, suddenly seemed to fade into the background. However, the genetic plot thickens with signs of an unexplained genetic turnover about 4,000 to 5,000 years ago. As we delve deeper into the past, we're left with more questions than answers. But isn't that the beauty of history? Could the Bell Beaker culture, active around 4,500 years ago, hold the key to this genetic puzzle? This culture, named after their distinctive bell-shaped pottery, emerged in Iberia around 2,800 years before Christ and made its way to Germany several centuries later. This widespread culture is believed to have played a significant role in the construction of iconic monuments such as Stonehenge. Their expansion across Europe aligns with the timeline of the mysterious genetic shift, leading scientists to hypothesize a possible connection. But what could have caused this shift? Was it a result of mass migration, or perhaps a sudden change in societal norms and practices? Or might it have been the result of a more sinister event, such as a devastating epidemic or war? These are the questions that scientists are now grappling with, yet the exact details of their involvement remain shrouded in mystery. So, what remains to be discovered about this genetic enigma? As we've shared, researchers at the University of Adelaide have unearthed a genetic mystery that has left them scratching their heads. They've found that the genetic lineage of Europe, as we know it, underwent a sudden and unexplained change about 4,000 to 5,000 years ago. This change, a kind of genetic turnover, replaced the markers of what was once a successful pan-European culture. The Bell Beaker culture, known for their distinct pottery and speculated involvement in the construction of Stonehenge, appeared around this time. Could they be the key to this puzzle? It's possible. Originating in Iberia around 2800 BC, they arrived in Germany centuries later, possibly bringing with them the genetic shift that we see in the records. But the questions remain: how and why did this happen? The answers are still buried in the sands of time, waiting to be uncovered. As Alan Cooper aptly stated, Something major happened and the hunt is now on to find out what that was. Caught in the thrill of the game? Dive deeper with us. Hit subscribe to be the first to catch our latest content. To our loyal subscribers, your support is invaluable. Your engagement, likes, comments, shares propels us to push the boundaries. So immerse yourself, engage, and inspire us to continually evolve. Thank you for being part of our journey.